So my name is Riley Fife, and I'm a program coordinator here in radiology. It's my responsibility to oversee the recruitment of our classified staff, and I have been here with UT Southwestern since November of 2020. Today, we are going to be covering SmartWeb Radiology Calendar training. The objective of this training is to learn how to add your clinical division's pager to the Radiology On-Call SmartWeb calendar when it is your month to do so. We're also going to go over deleting a pager entry when a mistake is made. So something to note, please do not confuse this training with the monthly SmartWeb entry you complete for your own division. You'll go over that training with Marina Castillo if you haven't already. So when to use this training, as you can see over here, we have a schedule for each month. A different division or subspecialty is responsible for covering the on-call schedule. So for May, it's VIR, Vascular Interventional Radiology. And so VIR's admin is responsible for entering the information. This list goes out in May of each year, so please save it and set a calendar reminder for the months that you're responsible for, because it is very easy to forget. So this is due by the 14th of the month prior to the month that you're responsible for. For example, we're going to work on May, so this would be due by April 14th. I would set a calendar reminder for myself for maybe April 10th, just so I have a couple of days to get it done. It doesn't take very long to do, but sometimes we're busy and we need to give ourselves a heads up. So once again, please do not confuse this task with the monthly SmartWeb entry for your division. This is a team effort for each division, taking turns covering the radiology as a whole call schedule. You will still be responsible for your separate division's call schedule each month. That's why they make sure each person only does it twice a year, tops. So the first thing we'll do is navigate to SmartWeb, which you can see I already have, and we're going to log in. You'll get your login ID and password from Marina if you have not already. Great, so we're going to go to the On-Call tab, and we are going to work out of the block assignment. Something to note is that some do prefer to enter the pagers via the calendar assignment. You can see it's a calendar view, and it's easier on the eyes for some. They prefer to do it this way, it's more visual. So once you do the training with Marina and she teaches you the different ways to do it, whichever way makes sense to you, please do it that way. But because more people do prefer the block assignment method, that's what we're going to go over today. As you can see here, each division has its own calendar. That's what I was referring to earlier when I said you're still responsible for your division's entry. But this is for the overall radiology calendar. So that's what we're going to click on. Perfect. So just to give you a quick tour of what it looks like, we're going to navigate to May because that's the month we're going to work on. And as you can see, you'll just use these arrows to navigate to the correct month. And all the way over here, this is a list of the pagers and the names that they go to. So we're going to look for our division's pager. They're all the same name. It'll say for faculty on-call escalation, see blank, your division, on-call schedule. We are going to do VIR, which is the last one, and it stands for Vascular Intervention on-call schedule. And then right here is where we're going to enter the shift information, and we'll go over that. So this escalation key is going to be very helpful. You'll utilize it to help remind you the shift times and what they mean. So you're going to enter the same pager, your division pager, 3 separate times. Once for weekdays, 7:30 to 5, once for weeknights, 5 to 7:30, and then once for weekends and holidays. It'll be 7:30 to 7:30. Again, it'll be the same pager. You just enter it 3 different times. So first we're going to add the pager for weekdays. You're going to hold down the control key on your keyboard and you're just going to select all of the weekdays. And something to note is that holidays that fall on a weekday are considered extension of the weekend. So because this is Memorial Day, we're going to skip over. This is going to be a weekend for us. So now that we have all of our days highlighted that we want to use, we're going to utilize our key. This shift is going to be 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. and our priority is going to be priority 2. And our remark is going to be backup faculty. So we have all our correct days highlighted. We have everything entered in our shift assignment, and we can save. And you can see now that they're green because they have been assigned. So whatever day we click on, it'll show that a pager is entered. And you can see we clicked on the 17th. We have our pager. We have our date and times that it goes till, our priority, and our remark, backup faculty. So now we are going to do the exact same thing. We're going to select all our weekdays, but we're going to enter it for the PM shift, so our weeknights. Once again, we're going to skip over a holiday. We're going to come over here, find our same pager. I went too far. Went really far. And now we're going to do the 5 p.m. to 7:30 a.m. shift. So all the way down here at the bottom. And what's nice about the weeknights and weekend and holiday shifts, they auto-populate. I'm not sure why the first one doesn't, but the last 2 do. So we can see it is set to priority 3. We have backup faculty. And one thing to note is that this shows that it spans. What that means is the shift starts at 5 p.m. on one day and will end in the morning on the next. So it'll span over 2 days. It's an overnight shift. So now that we see everything's correct, we will save. And you might be confused that it'll show that the weekends are assigned, even though we haven't done the weekends yet. That's going back to the spanning. It spans over the night. So even though this started at 5 p.m., it's going to end at 7:30 a.m. the next day. So that's why it's showing that it's assigned on the weekend, on the Saturday. But now we are going to enter the weekend and holiday shift. So again, we're going to use Control on our keyboard. And because this is a holiday, it is considered a weekend. And something to note, make sure not to go over into the next month. Otherwise, it'll be incorrect because it will be the next division's responsibility to enter. So let's look at our last one. The shift is 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Because it's a weekend, they just do one shift for every 24 hours. Let's click on our pager, same pager, shift 7:30 to 7:30. It already populated for us, priority 3, spans over 1 day. Remark is backup faculty, and we can save. Great, and now we can see that the entire month is done. So one thing to note is how to delete an entry. It's very simple. You will click delete, and then you'll press OK. I'm not going to delete it because I don't want to, but that's it. Your calendar's done. And just for the sake of those who are a little visually different like me, let's take a look at what it looks like in the calendar assignment. Once again, you'll click Radiology. We'll go to May because that's what we just worked on. And this is what it will look like. So you might be confused on why we see the 3. I prefer this way because it shows the span. The shift starts at 5 p.m. and it ends the next morning. Starts at night, ends in the morning. Same thing. What's nice about this way is you can also use the control key to select multiple. If you wanted to click new, you could do the exact same thing, just this way, but we don't want to do that. That's just a nice little FYI if this is the way you prefer to view it. So that is the end of our training. Thank you so much and welcome to Radiology. We're so excited to have you.